Good morning. So today is Sunday. All the snow is gone, as I showed you in the last video. So I'm going to try getting the remaining part of it done. So in the last video I left you with the reverse light was not working. So that's the goal for today, to get the reverse lights working, get the last little bit done. I have to grease some Zerk fittings and then check the adjustment on the clutch pedal and throwout bearing, and then put the inspection cover on, and then it should be ready for a road test. So you have to forgive me, I'm still fighting a little bit of a cold. It's I think 30 some degrees out here right now, and I'm not sure if you can see my breath going. It seems like it's colder in the shop than it is outside. So anyway, with that said, let's get going. So here we have the reverse switch. You can see where the tab broke off. That's what I have to repair. So the exhaust pipe was in the way. I could not get the Phillips screwdriver in there to get to it. So I pulled the switch out, and so while we're having it out, let's test it. So using a jumper wire to hold on to it, test it there, it works there, and it's not on there. So it's probably a normally open switch. Push the detent ball on the bottom, and it works there. So the switch is good. So let's fix the tab. And we'll put this back together. That's it. There we go, just like that. Let me go grab the other one. So here's the other one. Just screws under there, that broke off in there, so we'll cut this off and replace it. I've got the wire all cut back. You can see that there. Here's the broken one here. I think you can see that one. It's just broke off on the end there. And then the new one I'm using is just solderless terminal, and I've taken the piece off there. Some people will just crimp them on there. I like to solder them on there just so they're more secure. And I'm sure some of you guys have done it before. When it comes to heat shrink, you forget to put the heat shrink on first. So I'm going to go with two pieces just for a little extra security on it. I know the end is open, so there's not going to give it too much security. Water's still going to get into it, grit and dirt is still going to get into it, but so we'll do it like that. This is just how I do it. Everybody has their own little method. I use a piece of wood under it, because if you do it on the bench top, the metal draws the heat out of it. I've got the cardboard down, just try to give it some a lit background. Let me try something here. Using a little bit of flux paste. Get rid of that one. Put it in there. Actually, let's just do it that way. Put it on the end of the wire. I'm not running with high-dollar tools here. This is stuff I've had forever. It was either given to me or bought at a yard sale, or as long as the tools work, they still work. So heat the end up. I'm doing it left-handed, so there. Let it cool down a second. just like that. And with the heat, the wire insulation is trying to retract a little bit, so pull that out, wipe off some of the residue. But there you go, just like that. So with that, I'll pull this up, take the old barbecue lighter, get the rag out of the way, see if it works. Put the heat shrink on there. There's one. Put the other one on there. This one, the second one, I make a little bit longer. Just like that. So this was taped together right there. I'm going to leave it apart because the wire I repaired is a little bit shorter now. So I'll put the factory wire loom back on it. So it will come up short, but I'll still make that work. So let me clean the ends up with a wire brush, and then we'll be ready to go throw it back on the truck. Alright, I got the switch all done. It is in. Let me run you by that. I'll show you that. And I have a little bit of a confession to make. The switch is in. I've got all the wires zip tied. And I started recording. I started filming. And it was turning out to be a real pain. So my confession is, I have automotive Tourette's. When something so simple fights with you, let's just say profanity makes the job go better. So, or at least it does for me. So we're gonna do the next step. So the moment of truth is, let's go see if the lights work. Battery hooked up, we got it charging, and I think you can see that. Let's see. And there we go. I put these lights on the flatbed over the summer, and told a friend of mine about putting the brake lights in and everything. And he said to me, they're not all the obnoxious LED lights in on there. It's like, I'll do a light show for you tonight. You can tell me if they're obnoxious or not. So I don't think they are, but I'd rather have brake lights in the back bright versus dim brake lights. So anyway, you tell me what you think. Just the last check-in with you. I've got everything done. I've got all the grease fittings greased. The inspection cover is final drilled on it, and I have I've only got the clutches. I've only got the clutch adjustment left to do. I need a second person to push the clutch pedal all the way in while I'm underneath checking the clearances on it, and I don't have access to an available foot today, so I'll have to finish that up tomorrow. But anyway, everything else is done, so that's going to end this video, and then I'll do the test drive and then the light show on the next one, and see what you guys think of that. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll have the next video for you in the next few days.